Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher, and for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So today we are here to do a reaction. I mentioned in my last channel update video that I wanted to try and incorporate some more country music into the channel, and that's what we're going to do. I was flipping through my playlist that I have here with things that I've added over the last, year or whatever, things that I want to react to at some point and whenever I have time, and I'm just looking for something I can pull something out. So I was just flipping through it and I saw where I added this duet, or this collaboration, Carrie Underwood and Yolanda Adams doing an Elvis tribute. And I remember adding this and thinking, that is a very interesting pairing, because they are both fantastic singers. They're both dynamic performers, and they are both just like have voices that are just anointed from above. It's just, insanity how amazing they are, but they're just not people that I would think to put together. Yolanda is a gospel singer, gospel background, and Carrie Underwood is very much a country singer. But the roads do cross paths sometimes, and apparently their paths cross with Elvis. So without further ado, we're just going to get into Carrie Underwood and Yolanda Adams.
How Great Thou Art on stage was one of the most meaningful for him. And you can see that as well on the 68 special. You'll see him really, again, very moving, very telling, and very compassionate.
Gospel music is my father's favorite genre, and that's the gospel truth. It was also the music that he would sing to me as a child. Recently, we celebrated his love affair with gospel music on the album Where No One Stands Alone. And tonight, we're celebrating his amazing grace with a medley featuring two of the most uplifting voices of our times.
Ain't that the damn
Yolanda
truth?
Adams and Carrie Underwood.
Oh.
Consider all the worlds thy hands have made. I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation,
That is how you kick off a tribute, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Come on, Yolanda.
Shackled by a heavy burden, beneath the load of guilt and shame, then the hand of Jesus touched me, and now
She got a choir behind her now, Lord.
the same.
Take me to church, mama.
He touched me. Yes, he touched me. And oh, the joy that floods my soul. Something happened, and now he touched me and made me whole.
You better sing the song.
Oh, since I met the blessed Savior, and since He cleansed and made me whole, I will never cease to praise Him, for I'll shout while eternity rolls on. He touched me. Yes, He touched me. And all the joy that floods my soul. Something happened, and now I know He touched me. And He made me whole. He made me
Get your face off, mama.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. No, 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 no.
You better give me this bass.
At the end of a storm is a golden sky and a sweet silver song of our love.
better use your mutant lungs, girl. Yes, God. Whew, child. Ooh, these women were taking. They were taking. Like how do you even? How do you even speak on that? Like, I'm gonna try my best. Let's start from the beginning. Carrie Underwood came out looking amazing, as she always does. But as soon as I heard How Great Thou Art come on, I knew I was in for a treat because, I mean, funny coincidence, because I was just reacting, or I was just replying, before I recorded this, I was replying to a comment that someone made on my reaction to How Great Thou Art from like a year and a half ago. Where they were saying, you know, they were going to subscribe, but then they were turned off by me talking over Vince Gill's guitar solo. And I've gotten that a number of times in the comment section, and I've explained a number of times in the comment section that I explained at the top in the intro to that I'd already seen that performance before. I hadn't seen it in a long time when I recorded that reaction, but I had seen it priorly before, so I was already aware of Vince Gill's guitar solo. I've heard it, and I do appreciate it, but again, it was one of my earlier reaction videos that I ever recorded. I didn't quite have a rhythm down and whatnot, and I've just kind of learned since then to, you know, save major talking until the end or pause the video and whatnot, you know, because it kind of tends to rub people the wrong way. But I was just replying to that before I started reacting to this. So when that came on, I was like, well, isn't that just a fun little coincidence? But I knew I was in for a treat. And honestly, I feel like she did even better here than she did in that performance. And I think mainly because in that performance, like, her emotions were so high, and like you could just see how emotional she was getting. But like, there was just so much fire in how she was singing it with Vince Gill. But here, just from like a technical aspect, like things were cleaner and more precise, and she had just better control over everything in this version. But both versions are great. I'm not saying either version is bad or anything like that. I'm just saying she had better control over her voice here, and I think it was because she wasn't as emotionally driven in this instance. But God, her voice just rings. Like, I adore her belts, her and her mutant lungs, where she can just belt and belt and belt on a teeny tiny low breath. She doesn't need to breathe, and she makes it so hard for other people to emulate, because us normal human people have to breathe at some point, and she does not like to give people a break for that. She's just like, no, I'm just going to continue to belt my face off. But it just rings with such clarity in those upper chest belts, and it's just, gorgeous. And then Yolanda Adams. I wasn't familiar with the first song that Yolanda sang. It sounded like an old, gospel hymn or whatever. And as soon as she brought the choir out behind her, I was like, okay, Yolanda's about to take us to church. We are in for something. But Yolanda is one of those singers who I've always called her the crap. No, not the crap. The tribute. I've always called her the tribute singer because so many of my favorite performances from Yolanda Adams has been her singing at tributes to other singers. And as far as I'm concerned, like, if you want a tribute to be good, if you want a tribute to be fire and amazing, you get Yolanda Adams to sing in your damn tribute. Tributes to Whitney Houston, tribute to Patti LaBelle, tribute to Shirley Caesar, like all these tributes that she's done. She will find, even if you're not a gospel singer, she will find something in your repertoire or something that you have sung at some point in life that she can take to a gospel place, and she will take you there. She just has this grace and this poise to her voice, but then there's just so much power behind it. She's so good. And it blows my mind because, like, I remember reading at some point where, like, she was just a school teacher. She was a school teacher, and then she decided to, take a shot at music, at gospel music, and now she's, a gospel superstar. But to think that, if she didn't take that chance, whatever, she'd just still be a school teacher. Not that anything's wrong with being a school teacher. I've been a school teacher for many, many years. I did that many years, and then, it wasn't for me. You've got to be a special kind of person to be a school teacher. But to think how crazy it is to go from that to this over here, it's like, the world could have been missing out on all of that if she had not taken that chance. So people out there, live your dreams, pursue your dreams, because who knows what the world is missing out on because you're sitting over here working whatever job you're working. But God, her voice is incredible. And then when they came together on You'll Never Walk Alone, I've heard Yolanda Adams do that as a tribute too. I don't remember who she was tributing. It might have been Patti LaBelle. But I've heard her do that as a tribute, so I knew I was in for a treat there as well. And then the only thing that I wish happened, I wish that they actually sang together. Because in You'll Never Walk Alone, they traded off back and forth. But there wasn't any actual, like, singing together. Like, I wanted them to sing together. I wanted there to be some harmony. I wanted there to be some shared belting and whatnot. But their individual singing, top notch, top tier. They're both such incredible talents and such, like I said, different genres that I wouldn't think to put them together. But when they were singing You'll Never Walk Alone, I didn't notice Carrie was a country singer. I didn't notice that Yolanda was a gospel singer. They were just two amazingly talented singers coming together for the sake of singing this song. And that's what it was. It was beautiful. It was beautiful, beautifully done, beautifully executed. Like I said, the only thing that I would want more of is I wanted them to actually sing together. But, who knows? Maybe in the future they will collaborate some more and that could happen. So make that happen, ladies. But beautiful job, beautifully done, and yeah, just beautiful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications so you'll be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments or send it to me on my various social media, and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. And I will see you guys in the next video. Love you. Mwah. Hey guys, don't forget to check out the playlist on my channel for all of your favorite reaction videos. We've got playlists for Morissette Amon, Kelly Clarkson, Katrina Velarde, Tori Kelly, and more, so be sure to check them out.